Hello everyone, Algeldra the SideQuest Gamer here, and welcome to my rather unscheduled Super Mario Bros. 3 Let's Play. I decided, since it's summer already, many of you are getting out of school or college. Well, college is school, duh. Anyways, I decided, why not do a Let's Play of any. Plus, my Ocarina of Time review will be coming, guys. Just bear with me. I just gotta make some editing stuff, edit it like a professional on Windows Movie Maker. Anyways, this is Super Mario Bros. 3, and as you can see, Mario and Luigi were playing kick with the Koopa shell, and now the Koopas are very angry. But I gotta go to World 1, which is, I believe, Grassland. Yeah, it's a really fantastic game. One of my personal favorite games of all time. I won't reveal what my favorite game of all time is. Well, probably a few of you know. But anyways, so we're just going through Grassland, level 1-1, just stomping on some Koopas. Oh, and Goombas. Yeah. Introduced in this game are the winged Goombas, which are called the Para Goombas, and some of them spit out mini Goombas that will impede your movements, but that's for the later levels, like the desert levels, if I'm not mistaken. I think we might encounter a few. Jeez, it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I still don't know everything about this game. It's a really fantastic game. If y'all watch my top 10 NES games list and my top 10 Super Mario Bros. Games list, you know this is my #1 pick for both of those lists. I mean, I just love the sprite work and detail that went into this 8-bit adventure. It's like a lot of NES games, while some of them are really good and stuff, it's really hard to find an excellent, even to this day, NES game. And it's just this is one of those games that are just timeless, which is really hard for the NES to have a timeless game, because even some of my favorites have some dated elements, but this one, other than some overscan and occasional sprite flickering, it has aged very well. Even the sprites look great. I'd say I like the art style of this game better than the Super Mario World art style, because, well, it's just this is the best the NES could do. While Super Mario World was not exactly the best the SNES can do. Yeah, many people prefer Super Mario World over Super Mario Bros. 3, and they have every right to. I just personally prefer this because, as unpopular an opinion this is, while I like Yoshi, sometimes if you had winged Yoshi or that super feather cape, you could just beat those levels easily. You don't even have to do all the complicated platforming or anything. And Super Mario World's pretty easy, even on the later levels. But Super Mario Bros. 3, there's just some timeless charm about this. I fell in love with this game when I was 16, and I still love this game to this day. It was actually one of the harder games I played when I was 16, but this is one of those games that just gets easier every playthrough. Now we're on level -3, it's just so many secrets I'm still finding out, and this is Coin Heaven, one of the secrets I enjoy visiting in this game. It just have very heavenly music, especially for the 8-bits. Speaking of which, this game has an amazing soundtrack. It's very video gamey, and I love it. It's just I like the Super Mario All-Stars remix for the SNES version, but I don't know. I might prefer this one a little bit more. I'm not too sure. It's I really like chiptune music because it just kind of has it kind of has a generational charm to it that indie games are trying to replicate. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like listening to one of those orchestral records from the 1930s. It's just something you can't really replicate unless you were in that era. It just sounds very charming when you put it on a turntable and all that. And we're on level -4, the first auto-scrolling level. And what I like about Super Mario Bros. 3 is that, like, it's very non-linear in design. I mean, sure, you just platform through some of the levels, but there's, like, multi-branching pathways. Like, you can even skip a few levels. Like, I didn't have to do level 1-3, but I'm doing all the levels for the playthrough, especially, like, for the more complex levels. Like, what is it? I remember, like, in World 6, the Ice World, there's, like, a level that everyone had trouble dealing with. So much that the advanced re-release, like, made it so the path doesn't lead to it. Well, actually, the mushroom house that you couldn't access unless you beat that level now had, like, a pathway that was leftmost, so you didn't have to beat the level to get to that mushroom house. But anyways, we'll probably get to that in the extras video. I want to show off both versions. Anyways, level 1-4, it's really fun. I just love this game so much, and those wooden things and stuff are actually mushrooms. Just don't worry, I'll show you, like, when we get to the other levels that have those wooden-like mushrooms, you'll clearly see that they are mushrooms when I point them out. There is some fan speculation that the entire game is a stage play. Well, and therefore it's just non-canon because it was scripted. I don't know. It's just, here's how I always dealt with it. I mean, Super Mario World makes, like, the instructions manual makes reference to, like, how this was Bowser's previous defeat, so it's definitely canon. And Super Mario World, it's a game about plumber hopping in a magical land with mushrooms, giant mushrooms, and mushrooms that move that want to kill Mario. So, really, when are you gonna have to remove your suspension of disbelief just because this is a stage play, supposedly? I don't know, it's a stylistic choice, and one thing I'm really curious is, like, was this the inspiration for, like, Paper Mario? I mean, with all the sprite designs, Mario's dotted eyes and such. I mean, it kind of, even the Goombas kind of look like the Goombas in Paper Mario, they look like the Goombas in this game. But anyways, this is a castle level. One thing I must mention, the levels are much shorter than the previous entries, but I always say short and sweet is great, so. Otherwise, they just added filler or something like that. And that was the Boom Boom enemy. You'll encounter many of these. Some will, like, in their for their second hit point, they will, like, jump, and some will even fly. And then the third phase will, like, run even faster side by side. And this is one of those memory games, and it's like, you just have to memorize these. I kind of goof these up. Yeah. I'm not too good with these memory games. I'm kind of reckless when it comes to this. I like this level. You could just slide down and hit those buzzy beetles. It's just so much fun. And I'm just having so much fun with the Tanuki tail Mario. He's not in the Tanuki suit yet, because the leaf only allows you to have the tail. And just getting coins and more coin heaven. It's a really fun game. And he's just gathering coins as I'm enjoying the music. This soundtrack. There's just nothing like it. I dare you to find a better 8-bit soundtrack. Okay, but Kirby's Adventure and Little Samson had some really good 8-bit soundtracks. I should probably do a playthrough of those. Especially Little Samson. That game's pretty good. One of the best NES games of all time. And it's not good because it's rare. No. And we beat that level, and I'm not going to get the 5 up like I did last time. It's kind of cool that the end level added that. Alright, see? Those are definitely mushrooms. I don't know why they look wooden. I mean, it's just like they could put like red and white for like the original release. I can't remember. Or was it yellow and red? I can't remember. It was like yellow with red dots for the first game, like the mushrooms. I don't know. I haven't played that in a while. I always preferred the All-Stars version. This is a really fun little level. You just hop down, hop around. It's not an auto-scrolling level this time, thank goodness. Yeah, it's just, there's nothing quite like it. It's just the platforming is much more complex but fair. There's like not a lot of unneeded padding like the second game. Although I like Super Mario Bros. 2. It's a fun game. And I got a 1-up. Alright. I think for this I get a frog suit if I'm not mistaken. Oh, nope, fire flower. Oh yeah, that sub-menu is great. If you like activate it before a level, you can choose which power-up you want to bring to the level with you. And we fight the Hammer Brother. And this time they only move around the maps, although some will be in levels and like in the later game, like the later worlds. And there's the king. Oh, it's terrible. The king has been transformed. Please find the magic wand so we can change him back. And Mario's like, on my way. These airships are cool. I mean, you gotta give credit to the Bowser's army. They have some really good engineers. Like, look at that. The propulsion system of the propellers. It's all. It makes the airship levitate into the air. It's kind of cool. There's just nothing quite like it. You gotta give credit where credit is due. Miyamoto had such an active imagination. I believe he was involved in development of this game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is the crown jewel of the Mario library. And here we fight Larry Koopa, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's Larry Koopa, and he's easy. All you gotta do is just jump on him 3 times, and watch me do an aerodynamic trick where I just catch the wand in the middle of the air, and for some reason I'm just floating in place. Man, that really is a magic wand. I destroyed this ship. And I descend down. Oh, thank heavens, I'm back to my old self again. Thank you so much. Here is a letter from the princess. Greetings. If you see any ghosts, be very careful. They will... And that's Mario. That's the first part of my Mario Brothers 3 Let's Play. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in to part 2 because we're going into Desert Land. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember to stay awesome.